Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a get ready with me. We're doing a Christmas get ready with me because I'm going to my Christmas party for work. So I thought, why not film, because I'm going to be doing this look anyway and I'm going to be playing with the Christmassy palette. So let's play together and I'll show you how I got ready for my Christmas party. My outfit is just a jumpsuit because it's freezing out. Super sparkly. But yeah, I'm just going to be playing with the Give Me Glow Christmas Morning palette. Where is she gone? Here she is. I've already played with this a lot. I always play with this around this time of year, obviously. But this is our gorgeous palette. We played with some of the browns and the reds, and I just came up with this super Christmassy festive look, and I'm excited. I'm excited for a Christmas party, and I'm excited for this look and for you all to see this look and how I got there. Just before we get into the get ready with me, my Instagram is linked down below. I post all the up close eye pictures and full face pictures of all of my looks, and my TikTok is down there for a little bit of extra content if you want to go give both of those a follow. So since it's almost a full get ready with me, I'm not going to ramble too much because it might be a longer video. So let us get in to see how I created this Christmassy look. Okay, so little get ready with me when I go to my Christmas party for work. I'm obviously going to use this again, my Merry Christmas palette, and what I'm feeling today, which you would have seen obviously in the beginning as well, is red and kind of brown and gold. So I'm going to use these two browns, I'm going to use this on the lid, and then like the two reds on the lower lash line, because I kind of want a metallic lower lash line, but I want this as well. And maybe like a burgundy liner, something, yeah. And red lip, very Christmassy, and just want to go all out. But before we do any of that, we have to do skin for a get ready with me. So I'm going to start with my foundation. I've already got my primer on. I've got my e.l.f. Power Grip primer on, and I've let it sit for a minute because I like how my makeup goes on better when I let it sit for a little bit. And then I'm going to go in with this guy, which is only €6. This is the PS My Perfect Colour Glow Foundation from Primark, SPF 30. I'm in the shade Porcelain. They don't do this anymore, and I only use it very rarely because they don't do it anymore. And it is honestly one of my favourite foundations ever. They did come out with an illuminating foundation from Primark, but it's not great. It's really not my favourite. I'm probably going to give it away because I'm just not a big fan of it. But with this, I like to dot it where I want to on my face. And I'm going to use a sponge to blend this in because I love applying this with a sponge. I rarely use my beauty sponges, but I feel like it today. So just my already wet beauty blender, and I'm just going to dabble this all over. This is like a full coverage foundation, which I don't always go for, but this looks so natural still. It just gives a really nice texture on the skin, like a gorgeous like satin glow finish. And I just do a thin layer first, and then I will add more coverage where I need to. But I'm also going to be using concealer, obviously, so I don't always do extra foundation. So this is actually the first day of my Christmas decorations being up in my room. I literally just put them up, finished putting them up there like 5 minutes ago so I could film this video. I know I already put up a video or two with it, but this is actually the first look that I'm filming because I'm going out and I have an excuse to put my face on, so why not film a Christmassy look? So as you can see, I mean, I'm super pale. That is the colour of my neck though, so I have to be that colour. Like even here you can still see it, but like that was a massive red spot that I absolutely popped, but I shouldn't have, and it basically covered most of it. So I love this foundation. So for my concealer then, I'm going to go with my MAC Pro Longwear because I need this to last. It looks so dark compared to this foundation, but it's actually not when it goes on. I don't know why, it just looks really dark in the bottle. And I, as always, when I do get ready with me, do my concealer with my fingers. You can use a sponge as well. I find I get the best coverage when I use my finger because my finger won't absorb any of the product. Under my eyes, I like to do a little bit around my nose and definitely over this area. Like the spot has gone down, it's more just like a scabby kind of gross area, but so it is easy enough to cover. It's just very red when I have no makeup on. Okay, we are all covered, very covered, very full coverage, but I need it to last. I want to look really good in photos, and that's what this foundation will do, and the concealer, and I just want to look super glam. That's really all. So before I do like my powder or anything like that, I'm obviously going to do my creams first. So I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Sun Kissed Glow Bronzer in the shade Fair. There you go. And she's very well loved. I brought this away on holidays with me, so that's how well loved she is. I used it for 2 weeks straight, and I'm taking this on a BH Cosmetics Lavender Lux #2 brush, which is one of these like chisel kind of size brushes, and just kind of where I contour, just going to bronze all around, and I'm just going to stamp it on so I don't move any of the coverage that I have going on. So my Christmas party, yes, it is my Christmas party. I'm actually filming this in November, middle of November, but I work in retail, so we have to have our Christmas parties whenever we can just do them. Like, we've often had them in January, because it's slower and, you know, it's easier to nurse a hangover when you are in work the next day, because someone who goes to the Christmas party will be in work the next day, which is me. A few of us will be, but I am in work tomorrow, so I can't even stay out late. I'm going to stay out till like 10:30, so not that big of a deal, but I just want to go have a little bit of fun, have a couple of drinkies, and then I'll be home early because I'm up at 6:30 tomorrow. And it's kind of annoying because I don't actually start my work shifts until like almost 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I have to go in early because we have this like breakfast morning thing for people who are in the company more than 10 years or more, and I am there 10 years as of this year, so we have to go in for that, and yeah, then wait around and then start my shift. So I'm going to do a little bit of Christmas shopping in between, which is going to be fun. So I like to take a little bit of that just down the sides of my nose to bronze and contour. Don't particularly contour to make it like a different shape. I just like the same colours that are around here down the middle of my face. And the contour, especially the nose contour, will look heavier until I powder, so don't worry about that. That will go down a little bit. But now onto blush. I'm going to do a liquid blush, and this is the Made by Mitchell Blursh. Shocked, I know. In the shade Peach Sugar. And I'm just taking this little MAC brush. This is a, what are you? I don't know, the name is, or the number has worn off. I got it in a Christmas set, and I always blush my nose. I love a nose blush. And I just like to blend it into the bronzer so there's no lines, so it all flows nicely together. And I went with this shade because it is a bit more kind of red toned, and I'm going to be doing some reds on the face, so I wanted to all tie in nicely together. I do also have to clean my brushes, so I'm using quite random brushes for this look. Whatever I can find that is clean, that will do the job. But yeah, I need to clean my brushes badly. So here's your sign to go clean your brushes, because I will be doing them tomorrow, I think, if I don't procrastinate it. And again, I like to put a good bit of blush on for two reasons. One, I love blush. I like a good bit of blush on. But also, when I powder, it all calms down a little bit. Okay, so for my powder, I'm going to use my e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder, my fave. I just kind of want to use all stuff I know I love. And this is a brand new one, which is fun. I need to get another one. And I'm taking that on a Cash Beauty K01, just a big, round, tulip-shaped powder brush. And I love to set everywhere. I like to set my entire face except for under my eyes, which I think people find so funny. A lot of people only set under their eyes and nowhere else, but I like the kind of shine under my eyes because it helps to brighten more, and I like to just lightly dust over the cheek area. And I don't mind powdering everywhere with this because you can still see the glow even though I've set it. Okay, now with all that on, I'm just going to set my face before I do my face highlight so it has something nice to stick to. I'm going to use my Pretty Fresh setting spray from Colourpop, and we are just going to spritz, and that'll just help everything kind of melt in together. The powder won't look like it's just sitting on my face, it'll melt into the foundation, it'll all become one. So let's let this dry and then we'll do highlight together. Okay, so for face highlight, now that my face is all set and we're still glowing even though it's all set, I like to touch my face and not feel like it's going to just rub right off. So I'm going to use my MAC Extra Dimension Skin Finish in the shade Show Gold. This is like a Christmas packaging one, but they do sell it all year round. Mine has snowflake in it, which is very fitting, obviously. And this kind of reflects gold into pink into red, and I just think it'll go really well with the look. And I'm taking this on a Bobbi Brown eye blender, which is like a giant fluffy brush, but I like it. I like it for blending out like the edges of my eyeshadow, but I also like it for my cheeks. So we'll just pop a bit of this on the top of the cheek. Oh, she's beautiful. I like a lot of highlighter. I like a lot of everything. So we are very shiny. I love that. So I'm going to jump off now. I'm going to do my brows because that's just not fun. My brow routine is literally just drawing the shape of my eyebrows into being more full. I'm going to use my MAC 1mm tip brow pencil in the shade Taupe because it's tiny. Loads of people complain about it breaking. And it does have less products in it for more expensive, which is not great. But I actually love this. Just it's creamier than the old ones. You don't have to scratch on the way the old ones did. And just don't put pressure on it. You don't need to. It's creamier. So It works great. And then I'm going to use my Benefit Gimme Brow in the shade 2 to kind of set my brows into place. So I'll come back once I have that on. Okay, brows are on and we are ready for eyeshadow. I've also popped on my Too Faced Shadow Insurance on my eyes to prime my eyes. And let's get into the beautiful eyes. So we're going to take the Give Me Go Christmas Morning palette. And I'm going to start with the shade Chimney, this gorgeous deep cool tone brown. But I'm going to warm it up with the Milk and Cookie shade. But I'm going to take that Chimney shade on a 217 from MAC, just a kind of smaller fluffy brush. And I'm not doing anything cut creasy or anything like that, but I just want a nice bit of definition in the corner and through the crease. So once I've placed it on the corner, I'm going to start pulling that through the crease. And I'm so excited to play with these shimmers again because Give Me Glow shimmers are just unbelievable. I'm not blending it up high at all, I'm just kind of placing it where I want the depth to be, and then we will blend with the Milk and Cookie shade. Okay, once I have that on and blended nicely, well, somewhat blended, I'm going to take Milk and Cookies, the gorgeous warm brown here, and I want a good bit of this. This is kind of my main thing. This colour is more so just for the depth, which I probably should have used the Milk and Cookie shade first now that I'm thinking about it, but it's fine. We'll make it work. I just want to go in and start warming all of this up. It doesn't have to be like super warm, but I definitely want it to be on the warmer side to go with the reds. And this is a Beauty Bay 202 brush. Just forgot to mention. Big fluffy brush. Just really softly blend around the edges. So I thought as well I'd chat about my little ACOTAR journey, because if you watch any of my previous videos where I chatted about books, you know that I am reading ACOTAR since end of August. When I was on holidays I started it, so like the last week of August I think I started the first book, read it in like 4 days, and then I started the second book, and then I finished that once I got home, and then I've been reading all of them. I finished Frost and Starlight, which is kind of like the novella in between. It's like the 3.5 book. It's not like hugely necessary to read for the story, but it's great for like character development and stuff like that. It is the Christmas special, as we like to call it, and it was fun. I know a lot of people don't read it or don't really like it when they do read it because it's not, you know, as spicy, although there is one bit very spicy, very good, and it's not as like action filled or anything like that. In fact, there's no action really in it, but it was fun. I really enjoyed reading it like this time of year. I think if I read it during the summer I'd be a bit put off by it because it's not like winter and all that kind of stuff, but reading it this time of year, getting ready for Christmas, it kind of put me in the Christmas spirit. So now I've downloaded A Court of Silver Flame, which I know then jumps to her sister's point of view and Cassian, and I'm very excited about that, getting like a new perspective. The kind of Feyre storyline, not her storyline is done, but like her perspective is kind of done with the series so far. And then like when I finished that, I know there's probably going to be more from what I've heard of the ACOTAR series, but like when I finish that I don't know what to move on to. I'll probably do like a standalone, just like a smaller kind of like a one-off story kind of book, but I don't know what else to kind of go for. I definitely want to read Quicksilver. I definitely want to do Fourth Wing as well. It's supposed to be very good. I don't know if I'm going to do Throne of Glass yet because it's quite a big series and I don't know if I really have the attention span right now for it. I know it's not as much of like characters, it's more of like a war kind of thing. Or I love like stories with character development, you know, will they, won't they, romanticy, a little bit of darkness, a little bit of horror in there, obviously. I love a good horror book just in general without any of that stuff. I love an enemies to lovers. I love the kind of the chase between two people to see if they'll get together. That's what I kind of love. And I know, or I've heard Throne of Glass is not really much of that. I have so many books saved that I want to read, so I don't know really what to move on to next. I'll probably do Quicksilver, I think, next, or the Zodiac Academy is also on my list, as like a series. But I might do a little buffer in between, little buffer book in between of like something kind of short that I wanted to read, or something that's just like one little story on its own that's been on my list for a while. I'll have to go through my list and see what I want to pick. Now while I'm chatting away, I'm just going to take the shade Cozy Fire, this beautiful red down here, and I'm going to take that on this is a little lip brush that I have, and I don't know where I got it from. There's no name on it, but I'm going to apply this to the lower lash, and I am going to use, this is quite a bright red, I want it to be a little bit darker, so I'm going to use my dark Essence Berry Fantastic pencil that I know and love, and I will use that to kind of deepen up the waterline in between the lashes, but I definitely still want it to be red. I want it to be like bright Christmas red. Okay, now I'm picking up a little bit more of the Cozy Fire shade, that matte red, and this is a Glam Light Friday the 13th brush, just like a fluffier kind of flat brush, and I'm just going to use a little dab of that to soften out this red, just to kind of blend it out, just keep it nice and blown out. You obviously don't have to do any of this look, but you don't have to do it down as far as I do. Okay, super simple. I'm going to move on to shimmers now. I'm going to do a shimmer on the lid, and I'm going to add a little bit of that red shimmer on the lower lash line. I'm going to take my Too Faced Glitter Insurance to go with my eyeshadow primer, and I'm going to pop a little bit of that on the back of my hand. And then this is just a brush I got off eBay, just like a little flat brush, and as I said, I don't want anything too creasy, so I don't mind the flat brush being not super like stiff and flat. So we're just going to apply some of the glitter primer over the lid. This is definitely on its way out, this glitter primer, and I don't think they do it anymore, which is really sad because it's actually a great glitter primer. And then taking a little bit of that, and we're just going to run some of that on like the inner half of my lower lash line, just right over that matte red, but just with the glitter primer, so the shimmer has something to stick to. Okay, with that same brush I'm going to take the shade Pajamas, which is the most shiny true gold, not too yellow, not too copper, and we're just going to pop this all over the eye. I mean, do you understand when I say that Give Me Glow's shimmer formula is just on another level? It's ridiculous. I'm going to take a little bit more of Chimney, just a small little dab, and just tap that over where it meets the shimmer, just to get a nice blend. And then I'm taking that little lip brush again and using the shade Stocking Stuffers, this gorgeous like rusty red metallic here, and I'm going to pop that on the inner part of this lower lash line, that inner half where I applied the glitter primer, just for an extra little pop of shine. Okay, last little step, inner corner. Before I jump off and finish everything off, I'm just going to use my face highlight, because in that palette there's no inner corner shade, and I can pull from other palettes, but I always like to just use the one. So I'd rather use my face highlight for this. I'm going to use my Show Gold again, and this is just a little Makeup Revolution brush that I have, like very sad, but it's what's clean that will fit in here. So I'm gonna pop that on the inner corner, and that'll tie in with the cheek. It'll tie in with both of the shades that are on the eyes as well. That is the eyes done. I'm going to jump off now. I'm going to do my eyes. I'm going to do my liner off camera as well. I know it's burgundy, but it's going to be the exact same as using a black gel liner. I'm just using a burgundy gel liner, and I will show you what it looks like when I come back. Pop on my lashes, do a lip, and I'll show you those bits when I come back, and I'll be ready to go for my Christmas party. Alrighty guys, so this is how I finish off the look, and I am ready to go to my Christmas party. I literally just have to put my shoes on, pack my bag, and off I go. So let me go through everything that I used to finish off the look. I done my cheeks with you guys, but I'll show you the lip and everything that I used on my eyes. So to finish off the eyes, my wing liner is, it kind of almost looks black, but it's not. It's definitely burgundy. You'll see it in the up close pictures on my Instagram. This is the Melt Ultra Matte Gel Liner in the shade Burnish. Just a bit burgundy, it's basically that shade, deep burgundy shade. My mascara then is my Benefit Bad Gal Bang mascara, because I've rescued this from my boyfriend's house. And then my lashes are the House of Lashes Iconic Lights. That's the empty box there. Gorgeous, wispy, kind of winged on the side, just to shape the eye nicely. And then for lip, I used my MAC Lips lip pencil in the shade Burgundy, and then my MAC lipstick in Russian Red, just a gorgeous classic red, my favorite kind of red. And then I want to go for gloss, a really nice gloss and a spooky gloss. I went with my Glam Light Ghostface gloss that came in the lip kit, just to give, in the original lip kit, the bloody kind of lip kit, just to give that nice gorgeous blood red. And I love how this turned out, especially to match the red on the eyes. I feel very Christmassy, but still my own kind of like, you know, glam, little bit different sort of vibe. So that is everything on my face. That is my face done and ready to go out. And I love how this turned out. So I want to know down in the comments below, what do you think of this look? Are any of your guys' Christmas parties coming up? What are you guys up to? And also recommendations on what to read after ACOTAR. please let me know down below because I'm always adding to my list. If you did like this video, give me a big thumbs up down below. It's the quickest, simplest and easiest way to give me a little bit of support. Get me around to more people and also let me know that you like the video, and I'll continue to do many more. And don't forget to subscribe down below to see many more videos coming. We are in the middle of Merry Glammas, and we're going to be doing more kind of get ready with me's, more looks. I do have a 2 looks on palette coming up, a palette that I didn't get to do last year, which I'll be doing this year, and possibly Spooky Christmas. If my Glam Light Trick or Treat collection arrives, then you guys will see that. But that's all coming, so hit subscribe down below. And as I said in the beginning, my Instagram is linked down below, where I post all the up close eye pictures and full face pictures of all of my looks, and my TikTok is down there for a little bit of extra content if you want to go give both those a follow. And that is it. That is me done. That is me got ready. Not a get ready with me, I got ready for my Christmas party. So I will see you all in the next video, guys.